2020 has been a pretty crazy year so far, and I'm not going to recap everything that's been happening because I'm sure you're pretty sick of hearing about it. But what I did want to say is that from watching the news, listening to podcasts, and trying to understand everyone's perspective of everything happening, I feel that we live in a time where everyone is just trying to out-woke each other. The internet has grown to a point now where it doesn't matter what it is that you choose to believe. You can easily find information that confirms or disconfirms whatever it is that you choose to believe in. So how can we truly know what's true or false, especially when you take into consideration that many people are biased towards their beliefs, or people conform to a certain belief because they're too afraid to actually speak what's on their mind. On top of all of the information that is given to us, there is a ton of information that is purposely left out. I'm not allowed to share the exact stories, but I have worked on productions where I was purposely told to leave out or even delete specific information because of fear of political backlash. And I don't blame them because of how today's culture reacts to certain things.
Oh, look, more PC babies!
They're everywhere!
There would have 100% been negative backlash. In my opinion, I think that unless you are a victim of these events or you're a journalist who is reporting on these events as they happen, how can the average person like you and me truly know what is real and what isn't? The amount of time and research you'd have to spend on digging to find the truth and connecting all of the dots to see what's true and false is practically a full-time job. The people that I know that have gone to this extreme are people that have alienated themselves from their friends and family because they're people who are looked at as insane. Since we all pretty much have free time now because of the C word, I spent more time than I'd like to admit trying to make sense of what's going on in the world, and to be honest, I've barely scratched the surface of it, and I felt my creative and emotional energy draining. It made me not want to make YouTube videos, it made me feel depressed, and it just made me feel more anxious about the future. And when you have all of this anxiety built up inside of you as an artist, it really affects your creative process. So the main point I'm trying to get across is stop watching the news, or at the very least be a mindful consumer of it. Be more mindful of where you let your attention go. I understand the desire to want to know what's going on, but a majority of it, to be honest, isn't that important and has very little effect on your day-to-day life. Media outlets have financial incentive to lie to you and trigger negative emotions within you. Negativity is what gets the clicks, and it's what gets your attention because we have a much stronger emotional reaction to it than positive news. That emotional reaction is what makes watching the news so addicting, and that's what makes these media outlets money. And when you're constantly giving attention to negativity, it drains your emotional energy. If you're too emotionally drained, you can't create. I get shit from time to time from people saying that I should pay more attention to the news because it helps me be a better, more responsible citizen, which I could agree with to a certain degree, but I find that my time is better spent, and I find that I can be a much more productive and better citizen spending time working on my business, my YouTube channel, and spending time with friends and family. If I'm paying attention to my business and helping the clients that are hiring me, I could help them grow their businesses and I can help them create a better livelihood for themselves. If I'm focusing on my YouTube channel, then I can give value to the people that are watching these videos, and they can take the information that I'm saying and apply it to their own lives. And if I'm spending time with friends and family, it ultimately just helps my overall well-being, and it helps enhance the lives of those people. I can't save the world. I can't control 100% of the things that happen in the world, but I can control being there for the people that are closest to me. I could control where I invest my time and energy, and I could control the things that I choose to create.